Welcome to Brian. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use the calendar function. First, select Calendar from the icon on the dashboard. This is based upon information that you have entered into Brian. It shows a calendar summary of your treatment and care data, quality of life, tumour changes, invitations, benefits, clinical trials and questionnaires. You can also add custom event categories for activities that occur outside of these predefined categories. Any events that you input elsewhere in Brian will appear in the calendar. At the top of the calendar, there are several buttons that can be used to change the time period. You can select a monthly, weekly, daily, or list view. Then use the left and right arrow buttons to cycle through the days, months, or weeks. To return to the present day, you can select the Red Today button. Each colour represents a different event category. For example, red sections are treatments and teal sections are appointments. Custom events are presented as asterisks, and Brian event types such as appointments, medications and questionnaires have different icons. You can add a new event by selecting Add Event from the button at the top of the page, or by navigating to and clicking a date in the calendar. For example, if I want to add my latest appointment, I can select Appointments from the drop-down menu. I am then taken to the Add Event form, where I can add additional details about this appointment. The date and time have been pre-filled with the date and time I selected on the calendar, but I can now select the appointment type, a hospital, and a healthcare professional. Upon clicking Save, I can see this event appear in the calendar. Clicking on an event opens a pop-up window with additional information. In this case, the appointment location and the healthcare professional. I am also presented with the option to view or update this entry. You can add custom events by clicking Add Event Type from the buttons at the top of the graph, or by clicking the plus icon under Custom. I can also add a custom event in a similar way to Brian events. If I select the relevant date and time, then I can select the Add Event Type button. This allows me to name my new custom event. Once I save this, it becomes a category that I can reuse over and over again. In this example, I am going to create a custom event category called Gym. When I select Save, I can see this event appear in my calendar. I can use the key along the left-hand side of the calendar to control which event categories are displayed in the calendar. I can switch between Brian events and custom events. I can deselect and reselect categories just by clicking on them. Under the Custom Events section, I can see the Gym category that I added earlier. When in a weekly or daily view, I can amend the times of events by clicking and dragging them up and down the calendar. I can also adjust the length of an event by dragging the end time up and down. This concludes the high-level summary of this function. Thank you for listening. If you have any further questions about this function, then please email brian@thebraintumorcharity.org.